Welcome dear students for today's class. In the previous video, we saw about adjectives and kinds of adjectives. Okay, you might have learned and have done the homework on adjectives in order to learn better way and use it correctly in our writings and speaking. Today, we are going to see about the adverb and kinds of adverbs. Let us see what is adverb. An adverb is a word or a set of words that modifies verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. It tells when, where and how an action is performed or indicates the quality or degree of the action. Okay, so the adjective we saw modifies a noun. Okay, but adverb modifies the verbs and adjectives as well. Secondly, an adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb that tells us how a thing is done and when it is done or where it is done. Let us see some of the examples, common examples. Here, Robin is always hungry for success. What is adverb here? Always. It modifies the verb what is present here is. Okay. Secondly, I love her very much. Okay. So, very much, it gives more meaning to the verb of love. How do you love? I love very much. He is running fast. How are you running? Very fast. Okay. And Alex works hard. Okay. So gives more meaning and or add more meaning to the verb which is present here, works. And he wrote that willingly. The bird sang sweetly. Ravi came yesterday. The sun shines everywhere. Okay, now let us see kinds of adverbs. Okay, we have 6 kinds of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of number, adverbs of degree and interrogative adverbs. Okay, let us repeat once again. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of number, adverbs of degree and interrogative adverbs. Now let us enter into each kind of adverbs. Let us first see adverbs of manner. What do you understand when you say manner? It always comes to our mind. Manner means behaviors. How we have to behave, isn't it? So now let us see. Adverbs that expresses the manner or approach or process of the action in the sentence are called adverbs of manner. They answer the question how the action is performed. Okay, now let us see some examples. Beautifully, equally, thankfully, carefully, handily, quickly, coldly, heartily, resentfully, earnestly, nicely, tirelessly, etc. are common adverbs of manner. Okay, these adverbs usually end with ly. Okay, beautiful, beautifully. Beautiful is adjective. At the same time, beautifully comes as a adverb. Okay, when it is added into the adjective ly, immediately you can understand that is adverb. Okay, then you can categorize as an adverb of manner. Examples. Let us divide the phrases equally. Carefully. Mike is walking slowly. He is running fast. Mohan acted wisely. She spent all her wealth foolishly. The boys rode well. The soldiers fought bravely. Okay. What are the adverbs are present here? Equally, carefully, slowly, fast, wisely, foolishly, well and bravely. These adverbs describes how the action is done. Okay, so these adverbs are called adverbs of manner. Now let us move into the second kind of adverb. Adverb of place. Okay, adverbs of place are direction that indicate place and direction of the action in the sentence. They answer the question of where is the action performed. Okay, so adverb of manner answers the question of how. Adverbs of place answers the question of where the action is performed. Okay, so now let us see across, over, under, in, out, through, background, there, around, here, sideways, upstairs, in the park, in the field and in that place, etc. Okay, are some common adverbs of place or direction. Okay, adverbs of place show where the action is done in the sentence. Let us see the examples. I went through the jungle. He plays in the field. Alex is going to school. He is staying at my home. The boys are waiting outside. We looked for her everywhere. Okay, so the jungle, through the jungle, the field, in the field, to school, at my home, outside, everywhere. It gives the direction or where the action is performed. I went through the jungle. I went where? Jungle, through the jungle. He plays in the field. Where he plays? He plays in the field. Alex is going where? To school. He is staying where? At my home. The boys are waiting where? Outside. We looked for her where? Everywhere. Did you understand? Now let us move into the third kind of adverbs, that is adverbs of time. Okay, so here each adverb gives the answer for each question. That's all. Okay, adverb of manner gives the answer for how, adverbs of place gives the answer for where, and adverbs of time obviously it is gives the answers for when. Okay, adverbs of time show when an action is done. Okay, so adverbs of time or frequency indicate time or frequency of the action in the sentence. They answer the question when or how frequently the action is performed. Okay, for example, always. What are the adverbs of time? Always, never, often, eventually, now, frequently, occasionally, once, forever, seldom, before, Sunday, Monday, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., 12 p.m., etc. are common adverbs of time or frequency, how often or when an action is done. We get the answer from these adverbs. Let us see the example. I went to school when a little late yesterday. He gets a good result when always. I will leave when Monday. He smokes. How frequently? Occasionally. Okay. He came. See the example. I went to school when a little late yesterday. He gets a good result when always. I will leave when Monday. He smokes. How frequently? Occasionally. Okay. He came here when daily. Okay. She left early. She will come presently. The doctor is coming immediately. Okay. All adverbs are present here. Gives the answers of when. Now let us move into the next kind of adverb, that is adverbs of number. Okay, so number means how many or how much or how often. In this adverb, how often. The adverbs of number show how often the action is done. Okay, for example, twice the boy struck him. We often talk to ourselves. He seldom came here. She visited us once. Here what are the adverbs are present, which is colored in red? Twice, often, seldom and once. Okay. How often the boy struck him? Twice. How many times? Okay. So we often talk. Okay. How many times? We often talk. We can't count how many times we talk to ourselves. And he seldom came here. What is the meaning of seldom? Very rarely. Okay. He rarely came here. Okay. And he visited us once. How many times he visited? Once. Okay. And next kind of adverb is adverbs of degree. Okay. Adverbs that expresses the importance or degree or level of the action in the sentence is called adverbs of degree. Okay. So it expresses the importance. Okay, they answer the question of how much the action is performed, not how many, how much. Okay, let us see the examples of adverbs of degree. Completely, nearly, entirely, less, meetly, most, thoroughly, somewhat, excessively, much, etc. are the common adverbs of degree. Okay, let us see example. She completely forgot about her anniversary. Okay, so this gives the quality. Okay, so completely forgot. How much? Completely, entirely. Okay, and second, I read the newspaper thoroughly. How you rate? How, with what quality you rate? Thoroughly. Okay. I am so excited about the new job. How much you are excited? So much. Okay. Robin hardly studies. How much he studies? Hardly he studies. As we have said, each of the adverbs in the sentence, which it is the adverbs of degree, show how much or to what extent a thing is done. Let us see some examples. He was very tired. He was nearly exhausted. He is entirely deaf. He was somewhat pleased. Okay. And some other kinds, little more clearly we see. He is quite strong. Her face is very beautiful. Your face is extremely red. She was almost angry. The glass was nearly full. Okay. In the above sentences, the adverbs quite, very, extremely, almost, nearly, which are used with adjectives strong, red, angry and full to add something to their meaning are also called adverbs of degree. Okay. As I have said, it is not only adding the meaning to verbs, but also adjectives. Okay. Here in what extent or how much, when we say, it is added more meaning to the adjectives which is present in the sentence. Okay. Now let us move into the last kind of adverbs, interrogative adverbs. Okay. Interrogative means what comes to your mind? It is always asking a question. Okay. So interrogative adverbs are used for asking questions. Whenever you ask a question and the question word is used as an adverb, you are using interrogation adverbs. Okay. They possess a unique feature, that is, they are placed at the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Other kinds of adverbs are placed in the middle or end of the sentence, but interrogative adverbs are placed always beginning of the sentence because it is always asking a question When we ask question, the question marks are always placed in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, don't forget. Let us see the example. When did he come? Where did he go? How are you today? Why are you late? Okay, here question words when, where, how and why are used as an adverbs. Okay, so these words are called interrogative adverbs. Here we see some of the examples which is given in your textbook. Okay, so the most commonly used adverbs are always, usually, generally, often, sometimes, rarely, seldom, ever, never, occasionally. Okay, so the following table illustrates the position of adverbs before the finite verbs. Okay, so let us see some of the examples. Not all. I am giving the slide here. You look at and write it in your notebook. Okay, the sun always rises in the east. Okay, what is the adverb here? Always. It is placed in front of the finite verb which is rises. Good boys never tell lies. What is adverb here? Never, which is placed before the verb of tell. Mr. Sen occasionally goes to the cinema. Occasionally is the adverb. It is placed just before the verb of goes. And also adverbs can be placed after the verb. Okay. I am always at home on Sunday. So what is adverb? Always. Here verb is am. So it is placed after the verb. Okay. So adverbs can be placed before the verbs or after the verbs also. Okay. So dear children, now we have seen the adverbs, what is adverb and kinds of adverbs and how to use and how to identify. Okay, when you do some practices only, it will be understood for you. So kindly I invite you to do the homework and practice the grammar part. Okay, to improve your English knowledge. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Let us meet in the next video. Thank you very much and God bless you.